Hello everybody, so I'm pretty pumped up today because I got a new fly tying vise and I've been using this crappy one for many years and it's finally hit the dirt. So I decided to buy the Renzetti Traveler 2000 series pedestal vise. I'm really excited about it. Thought I would give you guys a little overview on what it looks like when you open it. Came in this box right here. Everything came in this box. You know, there's a nice little styrofoam in the box. And everything was kind of put in there and I kind of looked it over and now I'm going to put it together and show you guys kind of how to put it together. I already looked around, looked at it, and let's get to it. So the first thing I would do is I would unscrew this hex bolt right here. And what that is you have to put this under here. And then that's what will hold the, what do they call it? I don't know. The stem? Hold the stem of it? Okay, there we go. Get that kind of snug. I'll do some fine adjustments later. But alright. Then you take the cradle hand, because mine came with a cradle, so I'm going to take this, slide that up. And what this little piece is kind of, it's like a collar to hold it steady where it is. So I'm gonna slide that in there. It kind of has like a, what would I call it? A rubber piece to it that kind of slips in there, and then it slowly like kind of feels like it's lubricated almost, but it's not. So put that on there. The stem will go into there. And then you can tighten this little screw right here, and that's what'll keep that steady. And I saw online that a lot of people said that the base wasn't that heavy. It seems pretty heavy. I mean, I don't know. It's not too bad. So after that, I am going to put this on here. So it comes fully up. This part comes fully attached to everything. So what you do here, that's actually the vise part of it. Has a screw on there, and on top of that pedestal, or the shaft has a screw hole for that. You take this, you just screw her on. Make sure you don't cross thread anything. Screw it the right way. Oh, it looks so good. I'm so pumped up. Unbelievable. Okay. So I think now we can kind of tighten that relatively nice. Okay. I'm not going to really get too far into it, but I'm going to get too far into it. Totally am. Okay. So now I'm going to tilt this over. And on the bottom is that hex screw. I'm going to make that nice and tight. There we go. Okay, see how I didn't strip it? I didn't just wrench on her. You can adjust it, don't ruin it. Alright, so now we have this sucker. It feels so nice. It just feels well made, you know? Renzetti, I've heard about all these fly tires on YouTube. Just love it. And I was just torn between either Renzetti, Regal, Peak, all those different ones. It's kind of like not high end at all. It's just kind of like that middle round. And that's exactly what I wanted. So I bought this sucker. So let's put this right here. I like this pedestal because it kind of has these little like, indentations that were, rounded out, where you can put little things and they won't just fall off. That's something a little different about this vise. Alright, so once you get that kind of oriented in the center, I would assume, and this is how I will, is, just line it up with that. This is the cradle handle. I'm not going to put the cradle on yet, but you would just slide that in, unscrew this black screw right here, and you would slide this into that. But just so it's not in the way, I'm going to just set it aside. So now we're going to get it to the hole. This is a true rotary vise. So most of you guys would know what that is. Is if the hook shank is right here, and then you can twist this around, it should be a true rotary. Some people don't, care if it's a little bit off, but I don't know. I'm gonna really try and get it perfect. Okay, so what it says on the instructions is it goes rotary shaft, then whatever you want to call this, and then a nylon. Is it nylon? Yeah, nylon flat washer. Then it has this separator, another nylon flat washer, and then it goes to that little part where you can turn. Okay, so it goes right there, and then this sucker will go right here. That's another nylon washer. So you really, when you look into this, it's gonna have just one nylon washer. This is all assembled already, so that kind of like laid in here or whatever. So now that we have that, you could put this on either way, but it shows in the diagram to have the threads on the outside. It just looks better. So I'm gonna orient this down, do some fine adjustments. This is the first time I actually set it up, so I'm pretty happy. Okay, all right, so now what I just put in there, I'm gonna show you guys. This is a nylon screw. This is kind of just to keep it right there. You shouldn't really have to mess around with it too much. Okay, so now I'm gonna tighten these to where they're equal, lined up with the shaft. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, it's perfect. I'm so pumped up. All right, let's put the cradle in just because. All right. So you're gonna back out this screw so you can actually fit that sucker in there. And depending on how tight you want this, you can either have it pretty loose, but on this side there is a nylon. I'm pretty sure they're all nylon. Whatever, it's an adjustment screw, tension screw that will take this Allen wrench, and then you can just tighten that down. And then it's pretty stiff. You can tighten it really, really hard, but I don't plan on doing that because I want it to be just like this. And then I'll tighten that screw right here. And that black screw right here is so that it can't move back and forth. So if I undo that, it'll be like that. So I'm gonna put it right here. All right, so unscrew that bolt a little bit. I'll put it right about there. I don't know what's going on with that. It looks a little, no, that's perfect. Okay. So that would go right here. Just enough tension to where it's not gonna move, and then I'm gonna tighten this sucker down, because chances are I'm not gonna be twisting this around. So that's pretty much it. This right here adjusts how much it can, what it should clamp. So if we look at this, you have a screw right here. You can tighten that in as far as you want. And then it has a cam thing that pinches. So you'll get your hook in there, and then you'll click it up, just like that. And that is pretty much about it. I'm pretty pumped up. I don't know. I would buy one. I'll have to give another review, but it is well made. Thank you guys.